Hello and welcome to another ghost story from around the world. And tonight's ghost story is all about the Driskill Hotel in Austin, Texas. The Driskill Hotel is located in the heart of Austin, Texas, and is its oldest operating hotel and one of the best known hotels there generally. There is only one word I can use to describe this hotel, and that is gorgeous. The hotel was originally conceived and built by Colonel Jesse Driskill, who was born on November the 4th, 1824, and who had fought in the Civil War. He later became a successful cattle baron, and although originally from Tennessee, he moved his family to Austin in 1869 and quickly fell in love with the newly born city. He felt that it deserved a first-class hotel that could rival those in other larger cities, and in 1884 he purchased land at the corner of Brassel Street in downtown Austin and announced his plans to construct a grand hotel. He hired the architect Jasper Preston to design the building, which cost him $400,000. And when finished, it consisted of three grand entrances, gargoyles and stone busts of Driskill and his two sons. As well as that, it stood at 4 stories high and had 60 rooms, and it was most certainly the vision Driskill had imagined. On December the 20th, 1886, the Driskill Hotel was opened, but soon this new business venture would fail, as Austin was very much a Wild West town back then, and due to being the most expensive hotel in the city and charging almost double what the other hotels charged, there was a great loss in money, and its staff members left to go and work at another hotel. As a result, the hotel was closed 5 months later in May 1887. According to legend, Driskill was a compulsive gambler, and he eventually lost a hotel in a high-stakes poker card game in 1888 to his brother-in-law, Jim Day. 2 years later, Driskill died a broken man from a stroke on May the 11th, aged 66 years old. The hotel changed hands several times through the turn of the 20th century and was expanded in 1930 with a 13-story tower being added. It has been considered to be one of the most popular locations for well-established figures in and around the area, and politicians, celebrities and more have conducted business within the walls of this spectacular hotel. In 1969 it was threatened with demolition, only to be saved at the very last minute when the Driskill Hotel Corporation was able to raise $900,000. And in 1972 the hotel was purchased by the Branded International Hotels chain, and restoration of the grand lobby began before reopening the hotel on January 15th, 1973. In 1983 the hotel was sold again to the Lincoln Hotel Corporation, and as of August 13th, 2013, it has been owned by the Hyatt Hotels Group. Today the Driskill Hotel remains a landmark of legendary Texas hospitality and features 189 guest rooms and suites, 2 restaurants and a grand ballroom. The Driskill Hotel is also known to be one of the most haunted hotels in the US, and it features a variety of paranormal activity throughout the building. The most haunted areas of the hotel are the 4th and 5th floors, with rooms 429 and 525 being the most haunted rooms. The first ever recorded paranormal event occurred here in 1887, a week after the death of a young girl who fell to her death down the grand staircase. 4-year-old Samantha Houston was the daughter of Senator Temple Lee Houston, and in April 1887 he, His wife and daughter checked into the hotel while the Texas Senate was in session one night while her mother slept and her father was working late. Young Samantha slipped out of their room to play with her ball, but sadly lost her life after tripping over her dress and fell down the stairs, breaking her neck as a result. It is said that a week after her death, the sounds of her playing with her ball could be heard, and even today you can still hear her giggling and the ball bouncing down the stairs late at night. As a tribute to Samantha, Driskill commissioned a portrait of her that still hangs on the wall of the 5th floor. Visitors have claimed to have felt dizzy or nauseous when looking at the portrait, while others have reported feeling that they are being lifted off the floor. Others have also reported that if you gaze into the portrait's eyes for a few minutes, she will grin back at you. The ghost of Samantha has also been seen and heard in the hallway where her portrait hangs and likes to shake the door of the Yellow Rose Suite. The ghost of Colonel Jesse Driskill himself is also said to haunt the hotel that he dearly loved, and maybe loved so much that he wishes to remain there. A large portrait of Driskill hangs at the centre of the main lobby staircase, and reports of cigar smoke have been smelt all around the hotel. It is also said that Driskill likes to turn lights on and off in the guest rooms, and also likes to make himself known to female guests. Two suicide brides are said to haunt the hotel, and one of them is said to haunt the 4th floor, where many have claimed to have seen her. As well as that, the sound of a woman whispering or crying has been heard, and it is believed to be connected to a Houston socialite who was jilted by a fiancé in 1989. It is said that in anger she stole his credit cards and headed to Austin, where she checked into the Driskill Hotel. She was last seen coming out of the elevator with her arms full of shopping bags. Basically, she went and blew her brains. In fact, she spent around $10,000 during that shopping trip. And with that, she headed for her room 429. After not being seen for 3 days, staff became concerned and went to her room to check on her, but unfortunately found her dead in the bathtub. She had shot herself in the stomach and had used a pillow to muffle the sound of the pistol going off. The room was closed for years and the bathtub was sealed up. However, when the hotel was being restored in 1998, the room was reopened, but there were issues that came up when restoring the room. The walls had to be painted 4 times as the paint kept peeling off, and when the bath was unsealed, it is said that it was full of crystal clear water, despite the fact that it had not been used in years. Those that have stayed in the room have reported to have seen a woman in the room and seen wet footprints on the tiles in the bathroom. It is also said that she likes to tickle your feet while you sleep. People have also claimed to have seen a woman wearing a wedding dress in room 525 and have reported the lights flickering in the room for no apparent reason. It is said that at some point in the hotel's history, a wedding was meant to take place there, but the groom cancelled the wedding the night before. Heartbroken, the young jilted bride fled to her room where she took her own life by hanging herself in the bathroom. Another female ghost that is said to haunt the hotel is that of a former member of staff called Mrs. Bridges, who is said to have worked on the front desk in the hotel's early days. She has been seen arranging the flowers in the main lobby, and when she is present, a flowery scent can be smelled. She has also been known to hush at people if they are being noisy and rowdy, not exactly the behaviour expected from the clientele of such a hotel as the Driskill Hotel. The Maximilian Room was once the men's smoking and parlour room, and it contains several mirrors that face each other. The room is named after Emperor Maximilian of Mexico, and it is said that he had a beautiful wife called Carlotta that he utterly adored. The mirrors found in the Maximilian Room were brought for Carlotta from Austria, and he adorned to each of them a bust of his beautiful wife. Sadly, Carlotta never got to see them, as her husband was overthrown and the mirrors simply disappeared, until resurfacing in a warehouse in New Orleans and eventually found their way to the hotel. It is said that sometimes you can see not just yourself being reflected back, but a woman dressed in white. And people have also reported being touched, and when turning to see who it is, there is no one there. The final ghost that I shall tell you about in regards to the Driskill Hotel is believed to be Colonel Peter Lawless, a pioneer railroad man who lived at the hotel for 30 years, from 1886 until his death in 1916. People reported seeing a man in old-fashioned clothing standing outside the elevator on the 5th floor, checking his pocket watch for the time. And when they go to look at him again, he is no longer there. And that concludes the ghost story of the Driskill Hotel. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please do let me know by leaving your comments down below and by giving this video a thumbs up. I shall of course be back in the future with more ghost stories from around the world, but until then, sleep well, sleep tight. Let's hope the bed bugs don't bite.